Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Jonathan Cordingley and I'm also known as JC La Liga on Twitter. Now on this video I'm going to bring you a betting preview of Sunday's La Liga Primera football matches. So we're going to start off with the first game at lunchtime, which is Sevilla against Sporting. Now Sevilla lost their last game 3-1 away to Atletico Madrid. Sporting on the other hand, they won 3-1 at home to Granada in a vital relegation battle. So contrasting results for both teams. Now in terms of the last six, Sevilla's won 2, drawn 2, lost 2. Whereas for Granada, it's 1-1, drawn 1, lost 4. So a bit patchy for Sevilla standards, form-wise for sure. Granada, not much different to what you'd expect. They won a crucial home game last weekend, and I should think they have minimal expectations of taking anything from the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Now, home and away form for Sevilla in their last 6 games. 1-4, drawn 2, so good home team. And for Sporting away, it's 1-1, drawn 2, lost 3. In terms of over goals, only 2 of the last 6 Sevilla games over, but 4 out of 6 both to score. As for Sporting, it's 3 out of 6 over and 5 out of 6. Yeah, see the eyes light at 5 out of 6. Now, home over under 2 out of 6 Sevilla, 3 out of 6. Sorry, 2 out of 6 over for Sevilla, 3 out of 6 both to score. And for Sporting, it's the same, 2 out of 6 and 3 out of 6. So obviously more likely that Sporting's going to score at their own ground, but Sevilla's been conceding recently. Look at that 1-1 draw with Leganes a few weeks ago. Sevilla looked burned out to me. They played a lot of games. Obviously the season started off with a Super Copa, so they don't look great. I mean, look at that game against Leicester. Totally finished, weren't they? Burned out, nothing to offer. Very, very low confidence in front of goal and in general. I mean, look at Correa. I mean, I don't think he's much of a player, to be honest. I don't know why they bought him, but it's Correa. Missed a penalty, then defensive midfielder Nzonzi missed a penalty against Leicester as well. So they don't look good to me, and against a team that's scratching for points and has been scoring recently, I don't think it's going to be as easy as the odds are make out in this game. So basically my thoughts in this game are my pick is Sevilla to win and both teams to score. It's a rubbish price, so I'm not taking it personally at this price, but that is my pick. It's up to you. Remember, with these betting previews, I'm trying to make picks on every game where I can, give you general betting advice, and then I'll tell you what my personal bets are. Sometimes I don't make bets and they turn out to be the right bet. I mean, I hope that's the case, but all I can do is give you my thoughts and opinion, and then it's up to you from what you want to do from there. So 3 things cross my mind in this game. Like I say, Sevilla to win and both teams to score. It's just a rubbish price at 6-4, but both teams to score in 4 of the last 6 Sevilla games and 5 of the last 6 Sporting. We'd expect Sevilla to win given their home form. With 2 weeks between their last game and next game, then that burned out team have had time to rest. Other than that, if you want an alternative, Sevilla half-time, full-time, sort of tying between the two, but I thought we're both to score makes more sense off statistics, it's more justifiable. But Sevilla half-time, full-time, if they come back fully rested and put Sporting to the sword, that's not a bad bet at evens. The only other one I considered was Sevilla to win an under 3.5 goals, because there's not been a mass of goals recently, but Sporting do ship a few goals, so if we expect it's probably both to score, then 2-1, 3-1, 3-1 would bust that bet. So Sevilla to win and both teams to score at 6-4. Not a bet for me because the price is rubbish, but that's my pick. Or, if you prefer, Sevilla half-time, full-time. Now, moving on to the even money, that one is. Moving on to the next game, I really like this one. Real Madrid against Alves. Last game for Real Madrid, 2-1 win away to Athletic Bilbao. The last game for Alves, 1-0 defeat of Real Sociedad in the Basque Derby, or one of the Basque Derbies. In terms of last 6 games for Real Madrid, 1-5, drawn 1. At home, 1-5, drawn 1. For Alaves, 1-4, drawn 1, lost 1. Spookily, their away form is 1-4, drawn 1, lost 1 from the last 6, as always. Now, in terms of goals, then last 6 Real Madrid games over, as you'd expect, and the last 6 games both to score. As for Alaves, it's 3 out of 6 over, 4 out of 6 both to score. Real Madrid's last 6 home games, 5 out of 6 over, 4 out of 6 both to score. And it's 3 out of 6 in each category for Alaves is last 6 away. So basically I have 2 angles here. I've gone for both teams to score at even money as the best bet, and if you want one bet or a tip from me, a bet that I'm definitely doing myself, then yeah, I like that one. That's the one I'm on personally at evens. I also like Alaves plus 2.5 Asian handicap. Real Madrid have faltered recently. Obviously they got a lot of players playing on an international break. When I say faltered, they don't look too great, do they? They won at Athletic Bilbao. I wouldn't, they're not on top form, are they, at the moment? So, and Alaves, all right, they took a hiding in the second game against Barca. at their own ground in Basque Country, but obviously the reverse fixture, if you like, at Camp Nou, Alaves won. So Alaves beat Barca, draw with Atleti twice. They just beat Real Sociedad. We know Alaves is a good team. They're able to grind results out, 0-0s, 1-0, stuff like that. Apart from that Barca game, when can you think of when this team's been beaten 3 or 4-0 or something? I can't. I've not checked statistic. I just can't think of anything. So Alaves plus 2.5 Asian handicap at 1.95 looks like a very good bet to me as well. So I very nearly did both bets, but I thought, look, it's Real Madrid, isn't it? It's not out of a question that they give Alaves a hiding. But for me, both teams to score is the best bet, and my pick marginally behind is Alaves plus 2.5 Asian handicap. Like I say, over the years of doing these Spanish betting previews, William Hill, wherever they've been, I've even seen my stuff on goal.com. I was never paid for that, but I think they took the Hill stuff off the website at the time. Grosvenor Casino, loads of places. In a lot of these matches, I can come up with 2 bets, and it's picking the right one that's a problem. So pick your poison there. Both teams to score for me, but I do like Alaves plus 2.5 as well. I think that's a good bet against Real Madrid. Yeah, definitely. Now, moving on. Valencia and Deportivo. Valencia's last game, 4-2 loss away to Barcelona, but they did well. They took a lead, didn't they? And even when they were 2-1 down, they managed to come back to 2-2. Had a player sent off. Barca eventually won 4-2, but commendable performance from Losche in that game. And in terms of Deportivo, now Pepe Mel, the new boss, he was undefeated for a few games. He even beat Barcelona a few weeks ago, but couldn't do anything against Celta Vigo in the Galician derby and lost 1-0. Celta had even played Europa League a few days earlier, so Deportivo were better rested, couldn't do anything. So that's the kind of ruined a bet, really, because if Deportivo were still undefeated under their new coach, Pepe Mel, then I would have said Deportivo plus half handicap against shaky Valencia. That's not the case, though. Now, in terms of Valencia's last 6, 1-2 drawn, 1 lost, 3. Depor 1-2 lost, 2 drawn, 2. Home form for Valencia is certainly an improvement on what it was a couple of months ago. I'm pretty good. 1-4 drawn, 1 lost, 1 includes a defeat of Real Madrid. And Deportivo is away form 1-1 drawn, 2 lost, 3. But again, we're only really counting since Pepe Mel took charge. Now, yes, I would expect Valencia to win, but I'm not betting on that or recommending it. Instead, we look at the goals. So last 6 Valencia games, 4 out of 6 over, 4 out of 6 both to score. The last 6 Deportivo games, 2 out of 6 over and 3 out of 6 both to score. So it's only bang average for Deportivo. But I feel I'm owed from last week from Deportivo. 4 out of 6 both to score head to head between these two. And I like both teams to score. It's as simple as that in this game. 5-6 is the price. Some bookies are 4-5. So I like both teams to score in Valencia against Deportivo. I'm not messing with a match winner market. Both to score 4 of the last 6 Valencia matches, 3 of the last 6 Deportivo, and 4 out of 6 head-to-head. So I suppose it's not really that great value, is it, thinking about it? But it's just one of these games where I thought, I think they'll both score. And the statistics kind of back that up. So that's my pick in that game, both teams to score in Valencia and Deportivo. As for Granada and Barcelona, now, look, Granada's last game, 3-1 loss to Sporting away, so they badly need to pick up some points here. Relegation threatened team. Last 6 is 1-2, lost 4. And their home form 1-3, drawn 1, lost 2. So that's not too bad for a relegation team. 1-3 out of the last 6 home games is pretty good. Barcelona, of course, we just mentioned 4-2 against Valencia. Barca's last 6, 1-5 and lost 1. It's a PSG, I'm sure, because the statistics last 6 do include Champions League. And away form is 1-3, drawn 1, lost 2. So they lost to Deportivo in La Liga and Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League for those 2 defeats. Now, in terms of over-under, 4 of the last 6 Granada over, 4 of the last 6 both to score. 4 Barca, 6 out of 6 over, and 5 out of 6 both to score. So in Sporting's home games, 4 out of 6. Only 2 out of 6 over in Sporting's home games and 3 out of 6 both to score. And for Barca, over in 5 out of 6 and 4 out of 6 of their last 6 away matches. Maybe I'm doing too many statistics here on this home and away stuff as well, actually. I'm pondering that. It'll take time to take shape, this new YouTube channel, bear that in mind. But I mean, look, Messi's going to be out. Obviously, Granada's scrapping for points. You've just seen they've won 3 of the last 6 home games. Yeah, we'd expect Barcelona to put a hiding on Granada, but after international breaks and in away games is a kind of time where, upsets happen. Or maybe, the much weaker team with a handicap start's a good idea. still, Granada, the way they defend, I still think they're going to have trouble in this game. Anyway, the bet I've come up with here, and I don't think it's a 5-star bet. I like the Sevilla one, I'm not too bothered personally. But this is my pick as a betting expert and an advisor, long-term advisor on Spanish football. Barcelona to win and both teams to score at 11-8. It's not a brilliant price. But, both teams are scoring 4 of the last 6 Granada games. And both teams are scoring 5 of the last 6 Barcelona games. So an upset is possible. But I think, even with Messi out, they have a bit too much for Granada attack-wise. Barcelona do. So Barcelona to win and both teams to score 11-8. So that's it. I'll do a quick recap, but thank you very much for viewing. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I need to get these numbers up. We've got 15,000 Twitter followers and 30 YouTube subscribers, but it'll take time. Time for people to understand that, I do tips, my own bets, very, very, and also I make picks to try and help people out when they're betting. So it's a mixture of the two, as I'm sure people know. I read out why I think this is a pick or a tip, and then, you decide whether logic's good enough for you or not. It's as simple as that. So we'll recap. Sevilla against Sporting. So Sevilla to win and both teams to score is what makes sense on paper. Crappy 6-4 price. Alternative Sevilla half-time, full-time at evens. They should come back refreshed after a 2-week break. Real Madrid Alaves, definitely loving the both teams to score in this one at evens. It's just too big a price. Simple as that. The price is too big. Well, looking at the statistics, 6 out of 6 Real Madrid, 4 out of 6 Alaves. Too big a price. The alternative in that one, Alaves plus 2.5. I like that as well. I wonder whether I should back that as well. But anyway, the options are there for you if you like. Valencia Deportivo, it's another both to score. In fact, it's a both to score riddled Sunday. So, and then the pick in Granada Barca is Barca win a both to score. So basically, personal bets, I've got both to score in Real Madrid game and also Valencia Deportivo. The rest is what I'm coming up with to try and help you out. So that's it. So should be a goal laden Sunday. Thank you again for viewing, and put comments in the comment section if you want. Nothing stupid, please. I mean, I enjoy doing the periscopes, but well, it's probably a bad idea admitting it on here now, is it, as well? But I don't mind some banter. So, some of it was okay, but we was getting some stupid comments on the periscopes. So, if you start putting stupid comments on the YouTube thing, then I'm just not going to pay any attention to it. But I prefer that to actually being live talking and then seeing a lot of silly comments down there when I'm trying to talk about football. But still, I'm a good lad. I like banter. Thanks again. Take care.